Yo, what up, fair use? Fair use, fair use. YouTube, Facebook. Mic check. Alright, we good. Alright. Y'all already know my routine before we get started. Gotta light my shit. Going with this asylum tonight. Lobotomy. Alright. 770 gauge. Do a punch first. If I don't like that, then I'm gonna go do a V cut. Hope your day was good. Got a few things to cover. Perfect. Got that moisture right. I just did a check. Nothing yet on Diddy's bail. Nothing on Dirk. So what's going on with y'all, man? Hope y'all had a good day today, man. Had a good day. Picked my kids up from school. Got a new basketball. Got a fucking metal net, chain net. They like that shit. It's pretty cool. Did some homework. I tell you, man, fathers are really important, dog. We are so important. All right, man. Guess we can get on into it. I got my shit ready. Really ain't got too much to talk to you about, so I'm gonna get on into it. All right, make sure we ain't too loud. All right, there's a couple things I do want to touch on before we get started. Yeah, this fucker here. Baby, I know it's my voice speaking with one red lips. So, see what we got going on. Who we got up in here? Linda, hey, what's going on, pumpkin pie? How you doing? Plan B. So, I want to start off. With this guy This guy Meek Mills, man. What's up with this guy, bro? What's up with this guy? So he apparently said some, some little slick shit in regards to Diddy, saying no Diddy, shit like that. Like, bro, come on, man. Oh, Jess, what up? My man B. How you doing, bro? Yeah, man. People got a problem with who my man Trump got on his team, man. Meek Mill's talking about damn no Diddy, but y'all were just wearing matching shirts, bro. Let me show this Meek Mill's joint real quick, because I want to get into this Trump shit, man. I started getting into politics, man. This shit's pretty fucking interesting, dog. Oh my god. So
no Diddy means I'm not gay, and y'all keep saying Diddy gay,
right?
But you should know Diddy. Well, actually, I don't know if you should know Diddy's gay. Here's my thing: there's a way to clear your name without almost insinuating that nigga's guilty, and I think that's what his son is kind of like.
I can't trolling.
They're hugged up.
Like
you just be making shit up, bro. That be the thing.
And the way he's leaning in, there's like a zest
look at his
lean,
face.
Bro.
Look at his face.
Even the way he's holding the cup is a little. Come on, he's holding it with 2 fingers.
It's fucking gay. All right. So you don't get to say no Diddy, motherfucker. The nerve of this nigga here. His ego is so shot. All right, we got a couple things here. What happens if a mayor defies a president, right? That's what I wanted to look up, because we have a mayor, more than one actually, but the first runner up is this guy from Chicago who's just like fucking Chicago all up, and he feels like he's not going to listen to Trump. He's going to do what the fuck he wants to do. He's going to stand up. That's what he said. All right, so I had to look up what happens when these motherfuckers
without
don't listen.
Real significant investment from our federal government. It won't just be the city of Chicago that won't be able to maintain this mission. It's the entire country that is now at stake. But in no way what Texas is doing is helping the cause. As much as we recognize that there are challenges, significant challenges at the border, and we do need real substantive immigration reform and policies that allow us to have a structure and a pathway to citizenship. But again, sending buses all over the state of Illinois and all over the country is reckless and quite frankly is dangerous. I met with 80 mayors just last Friday to have a more coordinated approach for the state of Illinois, along with county officials. That is what is required in this moment, a real sophisticated coordination while also pushing the federal government to provide the resources and support so that we can actually sustain this mission. Anything short of that, quite frankly, is reckless.
Okay, so you got this guy who is saying, hey, these guys in fucking Texas are sending me boatloads of immigrants, right? Kind of sounds like he's not, but he's like, yo, man, you sending them here with no motherfucking money, with no resources, like you just sending them here. Although you are deemed a sanctuary city, right? So, prior to that, that same mayor now, all of a sudden, is saying Chicago mayor defies Trump border czar's threat to sanctuary cities. We will not bend. Okay? So he's saying, listen, man, we're not bending, we're not getting rid of our migrants. But just a few months ago, you were you were talking about how Texas was reckless for sending you more migrants to your sanctioned city. I feel like it's because it's coming from Trump and his fucking Legion of Doom that you motherfuckers don't, just want to be defiant. The news are, my God, Terminator motherfucking T. The news are, as we watched the other day, he is a no holds barred badass, and I really like the shit he says. It's fuck everybody, come here the right way or go home. So we're gonna see what happens with this. So this guy, he's like, yeah, he's gonna hold on to his migrants. They're not gonna bend and all this other fucking silly nonsense. So I'm like, so what happens when the president says something? He told it to a czar. I thought he defied Trump's order, but it was the border czar's threat. All right, so this is like what happens in this type of situation? All right, this Brandon Johnson, this guy fucking sucks. Every mayor in Chicago sucked, right? Defied a threat by President-elect Donald Trump, border czar, saying police in his city would not work with immigration and customs enforcement officials to remove illegal migrants. So he's saying that the police won't work with the customs? Why not? Why wouldn't the freaking police want to work with customs enforcement, ICE, to get these niggas out of your city? Why would the cops not want to cooperate? Let me see here. Democrats defeated in several major races across the country. He reassured residents. Oh, yeah, fucking mama. Fuck this shit, man. Pissed me off doing that. All right, so the next article, Chicago board, right? In wake of Trump win, Chicago Board of Education moves to reaffirm protections for migrants. This is what I don't understand, bro. Okay. We were just pitching a bitch, crying, bitching, and moaning about migrants. Oh, they just keep sending us these fucking migrants. They're not here. They're coming here illegally and they're fucking doing this and they're doing that and they're taking over buildings and this and this. Now we got somebody in to get these migrants out that are such a problem to you. And you're fighting to keep them? Why are you fighting to keep them now? You said you didn't want them. You said they were doing all of this horrible shit. Now you're fighting to keep them. You're offering some form of reassurance and protection to keep the very people that you said was bringing your fucking country down. You got videos up here. You've had city town hall meetings about these migrants. You almost got into fights at these city town hall meetings about these migrants.
At times so heated, police had to step in. We're talking about city council today and a vote to spend $51 million on helping migrants here in Chicago. CBS 2 political investigator Dana Kosloff was there for all the action, and Dana, strong feelings all around.
Yeah, Erica, and for many different reasons, among them the fact that this $51 million approved today is only a short-term fix and more money will be needed in just weeks.
We cannot continue to falsely pit communities against one another.
Deep emotional wounds coming to the surface.
As Black people who have been hurt continuously by the city and country it loves, it ain't our responsibility to take care of everybody else.
And anger.
We don't want to have to recall anybody. We don't want to have to protest anybody, but we are not going to be ignored, Brandon. Mayor Johnson.
Many in Chicago's black community and the city council speaking out against spending $51 million to house migrants, asking when will the help for them finally become a reality.
And it cannot be put on the backs of the residents of Chicago without showing them that they're
So, as we see, this guy has been to all of these meetings where people are fucking cursing him out and threatening him and telling him what a piece of shit he is because he's got all these migrants here and they're getting $51 million and they're going to need some more in a couple of weeks. And now this cocksucker's talking about, hey, man, we're not sending our migrants nowhere. That's not logical, so that means you must be getting something from it. You're getting something from it. I don't even think you're that vindictive. I don't even think you're that vindictive. I think you getting something for this shit, man. What are you getting from it? Yeah, he's got to be getting something from this shit, man. Because it's no way. These people coming up here every fucking week, having your silly ass come down to this fucking community center.
Said Daly College is an ideal location because it's move-in ready and a fraction of the cost of our crowd didn't want to hear it.
When do citizens of the United States of America come first?
On the southwest side, city officials getting an earful.
How about this? Give them all these politicians' addresses and put them in their backyards, in their basements, in their houses.
This meeting at Richard J. Daly College comes as the city, starting as early as this weekend, prepares to use this gymnasium until August 1st and 2 auxiliary classrooms on the campus through the end of November to shelter more than 400 migrants.
This is about being human and providing humane spaces for them.
Bitch. What? That is the problem. The United States is the welcoming whore to all sailors. It's time to bitch close her legs. All right? This is not the welcoming city. And this is no. That shit is over, Pop. You ain't see this motherfucker, these motherfuckers he hired? Get you some motherfucking popcorn, bonbons, Twizzlers, whatever your favorite fucking snack is, and watch fucking YouTube, the news, everything, every motherfucking day. Because for the next year, we're gonna have some entertainment. They ain't got power on no more, or none of that shit. But this shit is gonna be entertaining, dog. So I had to go and see. They already talking shit about one of his people too. They already talking shit about one of Trump people. You know how I go. He fucked me when I was 17. You already got a chick. I don't even know why she's even saying anything now. Why? I don't believe you. Where's he at? There's a guy named Matt Gaetz, right? So Matt Gaetz was just added to the fucking Legion of Doom by Trump, right? And all of a sudden, here they come. Woman told House Committee Matt Gaetz had sex with her when she was 17. All right, so you didn't say he raped you. You said he had sex with you. Why are you fucking older niggas? You know, it's about time to start putting, some accountability on this box you got between your legs, man. It's about time, because it's like you could be a whore, but if somebody partakes in a whore, that makes them bad. Why your little young fast ass out here trying to jump in motherfuckers' laps? How the fuck did he meet you at 17 years old? I'm getting tired of this shit. My guy. Yo. What up? So, it's amazing how the allegations start flying. All right, let's see what's up. Of course, there's a commercial. Why not?
First open your translator. Upgrade with 0.2 S-Respond.
All right. I want to go to Congressman Chip Roy, the Texas Republican, kind enough to join us. Congressman, I haven't talked to you in a while. I'm great to talk to you now. What do you make of the Gaetz nomination? I know the Senate will decide on that, but he's a colleague of yours. What do you think?
Well, look, Matt Gaetz is a disruptor. Matt Gaetz is somebody who would take on the Department of Justice head on, and I think that's why a lot of people are pretty squeamish about the nomination. Obviously, President Trump has been sending up some nominees that I think would be disruptive.
Oh, that nigga look devious. You see his face? He looks like the fucking Joker, man. Oh, hell no. Yo. Oh my God. Yo, this guy looks crazy.
2024 pre-Black Friday. Enjoy the deals early.
Look at this guy, man. Damn, I shouldn't have paused it. We're gonna watch one more quick commercial. That shit is crazy. You gotta look at his fucking face.
First open your translator. Upgrade with.
All right. I want to go to Congressman Chip Roy, the Texas Republican, kind enough to join us. Congressman, I haven't talked to you in a while.
Well, look, Matt Gaetz is a disruptor. Matt Gaetz is somebody who would take on the Department of Justice head on, and I think that's why a lot of people are pretty squeamish about the nomination. Obviously, President Trump has been sending up some nominees that I think would be disruptive to the status quo. Tulsi Gabbard, who's a friend of mine, now a Texas resident.
Oh, hell no.
Got friends like Robert F. Kennedy Jr. These are outside-the-box folks that are coming up here to, challenge the status quo, drain the swamp. I think that's critically important, and, Matt would do that. And, Matt's sometimes viewed as controversial because he's pretty aggressive. He was a disruptor in the House. I agreed with him a lot, probably most of the time. We disagreed last year on the Kevin McCarthy motion to vacate vote, for example. But look, Matt would go in and root out a lot of the corruption that is plaguing the Department of Justice. I'm a former assistant United States attorney. What I've seen out of the Department of Justice is criminal, and what they've done on the FACE Act to target innocent Americans for exercising their First Amendment rights and free speech, what they've done to target politicians and former President Trump and others, it's pretty egregious what the Department of Justice has done. So it needs to be rooted out, and I think Matt Gaetz is raising eyebrows because he would do just that.
Okay.
You still, that is, Republicans, Congressman, will have the majority in the House, but by the same tenuous margin or close
Trump
to it.
hired a bunch of corporate goons.
You had said that you were worried about what could happen as a result. The reason why I mention it is Mike Johnson seems to be seen as the inevitable speaker, but do you concur with that?
Well, look, Mike Johnson's a friend. We were literally just talking a few minutes ago. The Republican conference is meeting as we speak about a lot of the rules that were raising eyebrows. Yesterday, we came to a bit of a consensus, at least.
Oh, man. Oh, man. What? That dude looked like a monster, kid. He got an Avengers squad, B. So, I want to show you this. Wait, where that guy at? Look at this motherfucker here. It's always one. It's always one. It's always one. Yeah, B. Yeah. That fucking czar. Yo, all these fucking dudes he got, right? Because of course there's always one. Look at this one here. We got to get the one out of the one. We got to get the one. Hold on. Let's get the one out of the way. All right. All right, it says, so Trump's picking his staff members to fill multiple positions. Still haven't seen any blacks for Trump make the cut. Anyone else wondering why Trump hasn't nominated a single black person for his cabinet? All right. You niggas been fucking up. You've been fucking up. You've been less than great. You've actually been fucking horrible. I've been making videos on the shit you've been doing, from Clarence Thomas to fucking everybody. Everybody, especially Chicago. Lori Lightfoot to this fucking Johnson, this fucking dude with this stupid mohawk, to the fucking guy and fucking Baltimore, that asshole over there. Everybody, bro. Fulton mayor, the Fulton judge, the Fulton senator, everybody stealing. This bitch stole $17 million from PPP loan from you're fucking it up. You're making all of us look bad because you motherfuckers are selfish. You got it too easy. You know what? You would hate because I wouldn't hire none of y'all motherfuckers either. We gonna give it a couple. We gonna give it a couple. We gonna give it a couple, man. Let you motherfuckers cool down for a little bit. You guys are too hot. All right? So that's what I gotta say about that. Everything ain't always about black. Honestly, there doesn't always have to be a black person somewhere. There doesn't always have to be a white person somewhere. There doesn't always have to be a female somewhere. And it damn sure doesn't always have to be a gay or trans person somewhere. Okay? Relax. Just clean this fucking mess up before we get one of you fuck ups in there. Because whenever somebody says, oh, okay, you got a special perks card, you get to go to the front of the line. You don't fucking respect the job that you get. You don't respect it. You're not great at it. What does it say up here? How's your work ethic? Are you a fuck up? You stand on business? You know, come on, man. It's not about you. There's a lot of shit going on in this country that we got to clean up before we continue to go on the inclusive and see. I could say all of this shit because I don't have a boss. Let me knock on wood. I don't want any of you motherfuckers. I don't have a boss. I don't have nobody to report to. I don't have anybody watching. I don't have a social media fucking clause or policy to follow. I could say shit that motherfuckers can't say. Yeah. And truthfully, a lot of people don't like working with women, especially black women. And a lot of people don't like working with women. They can't tell you that. What else can't they tell you? They don't like transgenders in the fucking military. They don't like it. It makes us look soft. Did you know? I found this out. There's a new hustle. And this hustle is you could join the military as you could join the guard. You could be part-time. 1 week in a month, 2 weeks in the summer. And you could be in transition. You know that our tax dollars will pay for that shit. Our tax dollars will pay for that shit. So a lot of these guys who want to be gals, vice versa, they'll join the military. Hey, if I like it, I'll stay. But this is how I can get my fucking tits and uterus and shit ripped out. You know, this is how I can get my meat slashed off and the skin flipped inside out. You know, and I don't got to pay nothing. Yeah. And did you know that those people, they have a permanent order of no deployment, and they have a permanent order of a PT waiver. You ain't gotta make PT permanently. So this hustle is these motherfuckers can go into the military, get their meds and get their surgery and their treatment and all this shit, never deploy. You don't got to worry about leaving your family. You don't got to worry about going to fucking the war in Iraq. You don't got to do any of that shit. You don't got to worry about a PT test, right? There's one chick, she went in. Is it the chick? Is it the guy? I don't know. One individual went in 4 years, right? She's getting her tits cut off. Then she's gotta wait and heal and go to therapy. Then she's gonna get a fucking uterus fucking ripped out, and she's gotta wait and heal and go to therapy. And then she's gonna get another psych thing or whatever. Out of the 4 years, she probably put in about 6 months of work. Six months. She gets the benefits. Most likely get 100% disability when it leaves. All the perks. I call that stolen valor. I call that stolen valor. You ain't get in there and get it. You ain't even get in trouble and get kicked out. You just went in, got a bunch of surgeries, and sat in the fucking office till it was time to leave. But let me get back to this shit. All right, so here we go. Here's one person that's pretty excited.
Is it me, or do Trump administration picks look like these guys? Tell me if I'm wrong. He putting together a team that can save the world, just not the economy, the world. Then he got Elon Musk, okay? His role is to see what the government been doing with our tax money, okay? And I'm here for it. Because Elon needs to let me know if they've been spending my money on illegal immigrants. I want to see how much money they had on those food stamp cards and those vouchers. And if they've been sending my money to the prison so men can get transgender surgery. Or you've been using my money on alien experiments, UFOs, TikTok, conspiracy theory. And you got the House and the Senate? Man, he's taking over the world. This team looks like they're going to conquer the world, just not the economy, okay? They got Elon Musk to conquer the sky. They got JFK to conquer the food. They got Tom Hartman to conquer the border. What's next? Where's Aquaman? Because that's all who you're missing. He going to be conquering the ocean? And Trump, you must be Thanos. This is one hell of a team, and I'm here for it. Trump 24. The Avengers 2.0.
So now there's a lot. I've been looking at all of these people that he has with him. We got to look into these guys, these gals that he's fucking got. And you know what? One of the guys, what is this guy? One of these guys, net worth is $100 million. Yeah. Pete Hegseth. I don't know what kind of fucking name that is. I don't know what fucking name is that. Doesn't matter. Because this motherfucker here. This is one of his guys right here. No, that's not him, but President-elect announces he would nominate Fox News host Pete Hegseth. His second term has already stirred controversy, right? So this guy is a military vet, right? And he is a staunch defender of Trump's America First agenda, right? And an outspoken critic of what he calls the military's woke culture, right? He's built a career around military establishment, blah, 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 blah. Where's this shit at? That's not the guy that's worth $100 million. What's the guy worth $100 million, man? The fucking guy here worth $100 million. Well, one of these motherfuckers is worth a lot of money. And he's got this chick here. She's a governor already, Christie something or other. She's worth $4.5 million. You know what I mean? I'm really not into them hiring women, but I guess I guess he had to, or didn't want to seem like a true male chauvinist or whatever. So we had to hire one. She is a devout Christian who was the first woman elect to serve as governor of South Dakota. She's from South Dakota. She's on her second term. Christie has been very strong on border security. She was the first governor to send the National Guard soldiers to help Texas fight the Biden border crisis. And they were sent a total of 8 times. Okay. Yeah, yo, they serious about this border, man. They serious on this border here. Oh, man. Yo. Oh, yeah, you guys didn't see the stream last night. Oh, we were cooking on that shit last night, B. Oh, we were cooking on that. Let me show you what the fuck we were cooking on this bitch right here. Isn't she the only one that never shut down her state? I don't know anything about her yet. I don't know anything about it. I'm gonna dive into them though. Check this out.
What pray tell is woke military, Scott?
Well, I think
She asked him, "What is woke military?"
conservatives and Republicans have long believed that the military has taken on a lot of the worst properties of corporate America and gotten away from the core mission, which is fighting and winning wars and defending the United States. All of the HR properties that have divided this country for the last several years when it comes to promoting, these soldiers are not, cultural guinea pigs. They're soldiers. They're there to fight.
All right, so let me just lay this out for you real quick. This guy right here speaking, he's being used as the mouthpiece of Trump to tell these people, what he's going to be doing. It's like 1, 2, 3. It's like about 4 chicks and like a little funny old man. Okay. It looks like they all teamed up on him, and he didn't really have the fucking nuts to tell him what the fuck is really going on. And we're going to see how this plays out.
And win wars and defend America, and that should be the point. And regarding this order, which I don't think we've actually seen,
damn,
the issue is he's the commander-in-chief. We have a civilian-led military. The generals at the top of the military do need to have the capacity to execute our defense policy and his vision for how we defend this nation. And if they can't do that, then that's a problem. And they should not be trying to substitute their own judgment. So there is some, I think, utility in the commander-in-chief reviewing the people at the top of the military and saying, can we work together? I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
I didn't really hear an answer to my question,
Yeah.
but go ahead, Nicole.
Let me just say, for one, that the military has long been woke. For instance, the military was the first institution in the United States to integrate. It was one of the first places to have integrated housing, to enforce integrated schools on the base, to actually enforce the fair housing law when people were trying to rent to soldiers and saying if someone were found violating that law, that the military could not allow any soldiers. So the idea that there's something wrong with being woke, when in fact what that means is a military that's trying to reflect a multiracial country that has a lot of different types of people who have to come together and learn how to work together in the national defense. Actually, racial polarization is bad for military strength, and it's been used against this.
All right. I got to cut this broad off. Racial polarization is bad. Before I comment on this, let me make sure I'm... Okay. Racial polarization is bad, right? I looked it up. It's the process whereby a population of individuals with different ancestry is divided into separate, distinct racial groups. She says that is bad. Racial polarization is everywhere. High school, college, work. Right? Okay. China, all one race. Russia, all one race, right? So I mean, I don't understand what the fuck that has to do with it. And woke, guys, woke is not a race, right? Woke is a behavior. Woke is a set of bad ideologies, right? That's woke. It's not a racial thing. All right? It's this stink funky blanket of thinking, you know what? I'm going to pretend that I'm a girl and I want you to pretend that I'm a girl or you're a fucking bastard. That's what it is. You have to play along with me. That's this woke shit. All right? These chicks up here, they make every fucking thing about them. Everything is not about you. Everything is not about race, bro. You think woke is about some black shit, man. This is what I mean when I say I'm the only one that says this. This victimhood hamster wheel. You know how the hamsters is on a fucking wheel? This is a victimhood hamster wheel. They just stay calm, victimhood, space over. Man, get over yourself, man. Get over yourself. And it's mainly black women. It's not a lot of black men that's on this shit. It's mainly black women that just feel like everybody's fucking attacking them. Everything is out to get them. Like, do you know, speaking of that, let me interject real quick before we get back to that. I wanted to just let you hear this. Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris, right? Because you got a guy here who says, oh, Trump is giving reparations. Trump's giving reparations to white people. And the black people that voted for Trump are dumb because he's giving the reparations that we were supposed to get to white people. So I had to investigate this, see what's going on, right? So check this out. Actually, hold on. Let me go here first. This asshole.
The irony and the humor. So in order to really embrace the irony and the humor of this story, you have to get some background. Now, when it comes to these groups of people, because there's an outlier within the black community that we'll consider them Black MAGA. And within that Black MAGA, we have two big groups, FBA and ADOS. Now, you don't need to know what they stand for because it's irrelevant. But what you do need to know is their grift, their hustle. And their hustle is reparations. Reparations. Black people owe reparations. We deserve reparations. Hashtag cut the check. Reparations now. And that's all they talk about. That is their number one priority.
All right. You might have saw that the other day. Now you heard that the voice he was making, right? Well, check this out.
Boy, y'all already know I'm coming to tell y'all the motherfucking truth. Now let me go right in on you motherfucking sellout ass black people. You are some of the stupidest and the dumbest ass black peoples I ever known. All you motherfuckers getting on here with them Trump 20-fold, all this, by Kamala, she's the devil, all this bullshit y'all was saying. Remember all that shit? Some of y'all still on here talking about President Harris. I'ma still call him President Harris. You stupid ass black peoples, I told y'all what was gonna happen. Trump said he want reparation for the white people. God damn it. Trump said he want reparation for the white people. Boy, y'all are.
Respirators. Well, a respirator for the white people. So, where we at?
Support for NPR and the following message come from Jarl and Pamela Mohn, thanking the people who make public radio great every day and also those who listen.
One of the Democratic presidential candidates is floating an idea. It's a way to pay reparations for slavery and racial discrimination. Several candidates have endorsed that notion, although they're rarely giving specifics. Senator Kamala Harris also says the matter needs study, but in a talk with NPR, she did suggest what's on her mind. Can you give me an idea of one possible form this could take?
Sure. You can look at the issue of untreated and undiagnosed trauma. Children were taken from their of people experiencing there to be perhaps generational, but it's generational only because the environment has not experienced a significant enough change to reverse the symptoms. You need to put resources and direct resources, extra resources, into those communities that have experienced that trauma. So that's an example.
Reparations
in my
could be
mind,
mental health treatment for
I think
African Americans.
Yeah, I think that the term reparations, it means different things to different people.
Mm-hmm.
The term reparations means different things to different people. She believes that it doesn't mean money. She's not cashing you niggas out. You niggas go back to work.
You don't get money. You get second shift at the plant.
You get second shift at the plant, right? She said you niggas need mental health. Mental health. So for all of the Kamala motherfuckers you know who come and say shit to you, you let them know she wasn't going to give you niggas no money. She said y'all should get mental health. All right? So, back to this motherfucker here. Where's this guy at? All right. These bras need some fucking mental health too, right? They need some fucking therapy. And this chick here, man, let me tell you something, man. She ain't even motherfucking black. She ain't even black. This chick, she looked like one of those mixed kids. And, you know, she put fucking braids in her hair. She's pro-black and everything is against black. She's trying too hard. And I was able to tell by her face, her neck, and her motherfucking braids. Look at this shit.
Country many times by our adversaries, including in recent elections. So I think this idea that we can purge woke from the military is actually ahistoric. And I also think it's dangerous because while he's saying he's going to purge woke, what he really wants is to purge any generals who might actually stop him from using the military against the American people and in ways that the military is not supposed to be used.
Such as he threatened with General Milley, that he didn't like what General Milley said, and he decided he would like to see General Milley court-martialed because of what he advocates and what he said about President Trump. First of all, the military, we've seen time and again, is the most admired institution in the United States. And not only is it admired, if things that
That shit ain't the most admired institution in the United States.
we really criticize,
The fucking NBA.
for instance, the Iraq War, it's not the product of the military. It's the product of the President of the United States. Vietnam, disaster. That was not the product of GIs or generals. It was the product of the President of the United States. So the whole idea of the military being corrupted by these generals, in fact, the kind of education, military and historic and diplomacy system in our culture
But I don't
today.
understand what you mean by woke. You're talking about racial integration, and I think that makes sense. But is that what you define woke as? I'm curious.
Well, I was referring to the
I don't know, I'm
criticism
referring to what he
of
said.
General
No,
Milley.
I think what President Trump and what a lot of Republicans are fearful of is that the core mission of the military, to fight wars and to defend the country, sometimes takes a back seat to trying to overlay
appease
social and cultural programming into the military that is commonly found at universities, commonly found in corporate America.
Where's
and maybe,
the evidence?
And
though?
maybe it's
I think
fine for that.
That's the
but
question.
but that's what he resists in the federal bureaucracy, specifically in the military.
Is there some truth?
That's what he wants. That's his policy.
Now you got all these motherfuckers asking him questions at the same time. They're like fucking tag teaming this guy. He didn't lay down the law.
He just
This
wants
was
to control
happening.
it for himself so he can use it as he pleases. And we're using that
Just
term as
name the
woke for
woke
himself.
policies.
What are the
gonna
woke
say,
policies
that's-
that are
that's
used?
the question.
Are you
Where-
referring to DEI?
What are the policies?
Yeah, I would say he would specifically name DEI.
And how has that harmed?
How is that harmful?
The military.
DEI. How has that harmed the military? How has that harmed DEI? I think we looked at this the other day. What DEI is or does. All right. DEI is that chick who was hiding when Trump out there got shot. DEI. What's the DEI? Man, don't put no bitches on my squad, kid. Nope. So, his thing, right? What is this guy here doing? Administration. These guys look like they don't fucking play, dog. Yeah, bro. The motherfuckers that we would go against are just some badass. They're just really bad, man. Like these motherfuckers are no joke, man. And if we got these people who are just coming in here and getting free fucking trans surgery and shit, we're fucked. Blaster, what up, kid? Yeah, they struggle to get those guns back in. That's the DEI shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Look at these motherfuckers here that they got us going against. What are these motherfuckers? Oh my God. This is crazy. This is the Chinese niggas right here. Man, them fat fucks in there can't do this shit. They can't do this shit, man. These motherfuckers, you know who's fucking this country up? Women and gays, bro. That's who's fucking this shit up, bro. They all want special fucking treatment. They all want to say, "Oh, well, you shouldn't be this hard, or it should be this, or I need help, or I should be this, that, and the third. I'm special. This is," and get the fuck out of here. But you know whose fault it is, man? It's motherfucker.
If you ever wonder if torture is legal,
It's fucking Brad's fault, man. Because he let these bitches get too far in the place.
Russia's forces are a bit questionable, especially after we saw their so-called military might in the war against Ukraine. Still, we can't underestimate the best of the best in the Russian army, especially since their motto is, wherever Alpha Group appears, compromise stop. Yes, this elite special unit's primary goal is to eliminate. So naturally, their tactics usually consist of shooting everyone, then shooting some more, throwing a grenade or two, and then asking questions. This was showcased in 2002 when Chechen terrorists took over the Moscow theater. When the Alpha Group engaged, not only all the terrorists were eliminated, but over 100 of the hostages perished during the operation. Not the same.
What? Over 100 of the hostages. And the women rock. Yeah, bro. That's your enemy, kid. They gonna tag team us. The women and the gays, you know why? I'm gonna tell you why. Masculine men remind them of the fuckery that they're doing in their life. Little gay dudes, man, they don't like to be around masculine men. Who remind them of their dad or remind them of the motherfuckers that picked on them and shit in school because they was fruity. They don't like niggas. And women, they don't like anybody telling them what to do. You know, she was the one they told back in the day, said, yo, Eve, don't eat from this motherfucking tree. Any tree you want, except this one. Bitch, go eat from the tree. Got caught, got in trouble. So it's embedded in their DNA, right? They don't really like to fucking take orders from us. But they have no choice. We're stronger, we're bigger, we're in control of the fucking world. Although Brad gave half of the shit away, you know. Any man who made it where a broad can go in a court and you take half of his shit and give it to her is a fucking sucker. It's a fucking sucker. So they don't, those two who don't like masculine men, they're going to clean together, trauma bonding, right? They're like, yeah, man, I don't really like being around guys. And then she's like, yeah, men suck. And they're like, yeah, girl, men suck. And these two fucks click up. But neither one of them could beat us. And hopefully, with this new fucking regime that's in, we can see some form of balance back. We got all of these fucking mooks in the damn military. He said it's an attack on this woke generals. Get on. He's specifically talking about that one admiral who was a straight up fucking, dude with a wig on. Like, what message does that send to the world? We the only ones that got gay dudes as fucking ambassadors or whatever of the fucking military, bro. We're laughing stock. We're laughing stock. And these motherfuckers don't care. As long as I go in there, I can get my motherfucking titties and get a box, I'm good. They don't care. I wouldn't even let them in the fucking military, man. Yo, like, and you know what I'm saying? Wasn't that more fun? Right? They were sneaking and hiding, slipping and sliding, so didn't it make shit more exciting? Man, come on, man. Yo, did y'all see the shit with the book? Levi and Steins. Owned by Levi and Steins. Yo, did y'all see that the fucking senator reading the book that they put in the schools, kid? That shit was crazy. This dude, his name is Kennedy, Robert Kennedy. And he read this motherfucking book and was asking these motherfuckers, yo, why you write this book? All right, why is the book on the shelves. Who tells the kids, where this nigga shit at, man? Where you at? Right here. Look at this shit. Senator Kennedy. This is a guy with the stupid excuse.
Conceptual or try to under. The first one is called All Boys Aren't Blue. And I will quote from it. I put some lube on and got him on his knees. And I began to slide into him from behind.
Hey, yo, pause.
I pulled out of him and kissed him while he masturbated. He asked me to turn over while he slipped a condom on himself. This was my ass, and I was struggling to imagine someone inside me. He got on top and slowly inserted himself into me. It was the worst pain I think I have ever felt in my life. Eventually, I felt a mix of pleasure with the pain. Close quote. All boys aren't blue. The second is another much.
So that's the book. Ayo, big pause. Big pause. That's the book in school that was available to kids. And these guys are going to try to give a fucking reason as to why that book should be allowed to stay there.
Strap-on harness today. I can't wait to put it on you. It will fit my favorite dildo perfectly. You're going to look so hot. I can't wait to have your cock in my mouth. I'm going to give you the blowjob of your life. Then I want you inside of me. End quote. Now, Mr. Secretary, what are you asking us to do? Are you suggesting that only librarians should decide whether the two books that I just referenced should be available to kids? Is that what you're saying?
No.
Okay. Tell me what you're saying.
Well, first of all, there's this.
Don't give me a speech. Tell me what you're asking me to do.
With all due respect, Senator, the words you spoke are disturbing, especially coming out of your mouth is very disturbing. But what I would also tell you that we're not advocating for kids to read porn, to Senator Booker's
What
point.
are you advocating for?
We are advocating for parents, random parents, not to have the ability, under the guise of keeping kids safe, to try and challenge the world view of every single manner on the.
Now, did you hear what he said? We don't want average parents to have the ability to challenge worldviews of every man. Why don't you want average parents to be able to challenge the views of men to their kids? These are kids. You said views on grown men. You want your views of, you want your homosexual views to be available to kids. Why? Why do drag queens want to be around children so bad? Trump gonna clean all this shit up. All this shit is out the fucking window. He's gonna get rid of the gay admirals and all this other fuckery, because no. Thank God. I mean, man, this shit is enough, man. Enough is a fucking enough.
L'exercice est particulièrement réaliste. Les soldats doivent apprendre à encaisser. Le moniteur, neutraliser la sentinelle. Il récupère ensuite un blessé capturé par l'ennemi. Un premier guet-apens musclé que tous les stagiaires vont affronter. L'exercice est particulièrement réaliste. Les soldats doivent apprendre à encaisser. Le moniteur ne retient pas ses coups. Mais certains refusent de subir.
Got him. Get that kidney, baby, get that kidney.
Récupérez le blessé. Après 20 minutes.
These boys is out there working. They putting that work in, man. They putting in that fucking work. We ain't ready for that, man. We ain't ready for that type of action, bro. Not the whole force. For facts.
Is that a good thing? In the U.S. military, you get passed over a few times. You don't stay passed over. You don't get promoted. You get kicked out after a certain time. They've got what I assume are enlisted guys that appear relatively old, but they bring a lot to the table, a skill set you don't have when you're, say, 35. So if you're 48, 50 years old, but you can bring knowledge, why would you want to let that person out of your service?
En person, som er til at stole på. Med disse korte ord, så vil jeg blot endnu en gang byde jer velkommen.
Optagelsesprøven til Jægerkorpset har været omgivet af stor respekt og mystik siden korpsets oprettelse i 1961. Igennem tiderne har mere end 4.000 håbefulde aspiranter været til optagelsesprøven i forsøg på at blive en del af forsvarets eliteengel. Men færre end 420 er blevet optaget. DR har fået en unik adgang til det, der
So I want to show you America's commercial versus Russia's commercial.
Soldiers, sailors, and airmen. These American heroes risked everything. Contribution and sacrifice, which so many have made.
You're going out where there's people that their sole job is to kill you. But I can be my authentic self. Here in a war zone, I'm just another guy. Where back home, I'm still seen as female and I go by female regs and standards.
By coming out, transgender service members might be discharged. We founded Sparta to get the transgender ban lifted.
The simplest way that I could explain what being trans is, I'm a male, born in a female body.
Hold up. The United States military is the largest employer of transgender people in America. This is a dangerous fucking acknowledgement. You know why? Because transgenders, one, they do not deploy. And two, they don't have to be held to a military like a PT fucking requirement. They don't have to make a PT standard. A waiver. They get a PT waiver, indefinite, and they do not deploy. So what do? They just fucking sit there. You can't push them too hard. You can't, correct them and say, "Yo, listen, man, you gotta work a little harder, be a little more diligent in your fucking duties, whatever." Because they're gonna go complain and say, "Oh, he's coming down on me because I'm trans," and all this other shit. They're a problem. They're a hindrance. They're a fucking big ass pebble in a fucking boot. You just kick them out.
Simplest way that I could explain what being trans is. I'm a male, born in a female body. I have taken the steps to reflect my gender. But now you're uncomfortable, and I'm the same person I was an hour ago before I told you anything about me.
I deserve to be here as much as anyone else. This is my army, too.
Shame! Shame! LGBT is starting to like Donald Trump.
Secretary of Defense James Mattis is appalled by the president's decision to ban transgender people.
15,000! Thank you for your service!
She was the breadwinner of the family. I didn't know how we would move on.
All of this is definitely hitting me a little more than I thought it would.
Her performance and her potential were outstanding and frankly outpaced those of her peers.
I really wish that I could still be in the military and put the uniform on. My leadership was building a case against me. My purpose is to make sure that this doesn't happen to anybody else.
I'm here today.
You see what I mean? When Homeboy said that they forgot about the mission and they're just being bombarded with the fucking human resource issues and shit from corporate or from colleges and shit, man, you coming in here crying? You're coming in here crying about what? The military is masculine. There's no way you can say it's not. We go to war and we kill people. There's nothing feminine or gay about that. There should be no place for that in there. Why so this is the American commercial, right? Let's look at the Russian commercial. What commercials they got in Russia they're advertising here? Now, in reality, you would have got screamed at for not securing his fucking chin strap. But other than that, it was better than what the fuck we're doing. It's better than what we're doing. It's a fucking disgrace, man. What the fuck? Space Force. I thought that was just a movie. It's something real.
Force colonel and rocket scientist is fighting back after a social media account decided to target her with hate. This Space Force colonel and rocket scientist is fighting back after a social media account decided to target her with hateful rhetoric. Colonel Bree Fram is one of the highest ranking out transgender officers in the US military. She's been facing online attacks ever since social media account Lips of TikTok targeted her identity and her ability to serve in the military. Fram spoke to Now This and emphasized that her views are her own and are not necessarily reflective of the US Space Force or the Department of Defense. And in response to the hate, she told The Advocate, if anything, if video and photos of me are shared, I see that as an opportunity for someone to see that LGBTQ people are successful wherever they are. Fram came out as transgender in 2016, the same day the military dropped its transgender ban. She served with the Air Force for 18 years in various positions and is now stationed at the Pentagon, where she's developing space acquisition policy for the Department of the Air Force. Fram is also a co-leader for the department's LGBTQ+ initiatives team. In 2022, Out to Innovate named her LGBTQ+ Engineer of the Year. Fram hopes that by being in the position that she's in today and by sharing her story, she's paving the way for other LGBTQIA+ service members in the future. This Space Force current
shit is crazy, Pop. Shit is crazy. These motherfuckers here. You know. These motherfuckers here, man. Come on, man. Why, dog? Fucking China over here making invisible men and shit. Russia's turning cabbies into goddamn assassins, and we're over here just turning niggas into bitches. Just come on over here, man. Cut your dick off, lay up for a few fucking years, collect this taxpayer money. You know what I'm saying? Damn, dog. This shit crazy. So yeah, hopefully Trump's team will come in here and clean up all these fucking assholes. This fucking stupid mayor. First he doesn't want the fucking migrants. Now he wants them. He's going to fight Trump to keep them. It's this world, this clown world. Look at this shit here.
But perhaps the furthest advancement in the development of invisibility cloaks has been made by the Chinese. Reports on Chinese social media indicate the arrival of the first 1,000 invisible military suits in the People's Liberation Army of China. There's no official confirmation, but it's known that Chinese scientists came close to creating this revolutionary technology 2 years ago. The concept of an invisibility cloak may seem more like magic than science, but Chinese researchers are diligently working on creating devices that can scatter and bend light, rendering the object behind them invisible. Previously, such devices attempted to be made based on metamaterials. These materials possess novel properties not found in naturally occurring substances or in the individual particles of the material.
Man, they got that shit from aliens, man. How the fuck they figure that out? Get the fuck out of here. That shit came from aliens, nigga.
And even prototypes for creating invisible materials. However, as reported by Euric Alert, a group of researchers from the University of Extremadura, Spain, has recently been able to demonstrate a technology for electromagnetic object masking based on the refractive properties of certain substances. Currently, the main existing technologies for creating invisibility rely on covering the object with a special substance. Spanish scientists, on the other hand, propose initially adding special additives to the details and materials of the required structures. The researchers use the latest technology called plasma cloaking, which makes not only the covering material but also the object itself invisible. The electromagnetic invisibility effect is achieved by filling the structures with special materials with...
Man, that's crazy. Oh my God. Here she go. Here go the bitch right here. The bitch ass nigga, rather. This nigga here.
Vaccine.
This nigga. This guy here was the face of the fucking Navy.
Admiral Rachel Levine is busy leading our country's response to COVID-19 and other health issues as Assistant Secretary of Health. Before that, she was a longtime pediatrician and leader of...
Look at this nigga here. Who's scared of who's scared of this, man? You know, when Trump goes to see Putin, what do motherfuckers like that do? They show each other their military shit and things like that. And you know, you're like, hey man, I just got fucking 500 fucking missiles, man. You know, I got a army brigade, and these guys can do this, that, and the third. The way they want it easy in life to be a homosexual. Yeah, that's a dude, man. That's a fucking dude. You know, and what's Trump gonna say? Yeah, man, you know, I got a fucking a 6'1", 217-pound fucking guy dressed like a chick that's that works for us.
Pennsylvania's health department. Admiral Levine has attracted global attention, not just because she's dedicated so much of her time to helping others heal, but because of her history-making moves.
I was confirmed twice more.
She's the nation's highest-ranking openly transgender official ever confirmed by the U.S. Senate.
On this vote, the yeas are 52, the nays are 40.
These guys is all in on it, man. They all in on it, man. They all in on it. You know, there's nothing we can do. You know, how you gonna hang out with Putin?
Not want to comment now on what was said. I do not want to comment now on what was said consciously during the election campaign. I think it was said deliberately in the fight for votes, but it does not matter. What was said in the desire to restore relations with Russia to help end the Ukrainian crisis, in my opinion, seems to deserve at least attention. I would like to take this opportunity to congratulate him on his election as President of the United States of America. I do not want to comment now on what was said consciously.
Putin, like, yeah, I think Putin got like a little respect for him. I think he does. I feel like he respects him enough to just be like, you know what, man, if you was somebody else, bro, I'd have fucking sent a missile at y'all niggas. But I fuck with you a little bit. That's what I think he is, man. These motherfuckers, they got some shit, man. They got some shit. Look at these badass looking motherfuckers here.
And then asking questions. This was showcased in 2002 when Chechen terrorists took over the Moscow theater. When the Alpha Group engaged, not only all the terrorists were eliminated, but over 100 of the hostages perished during the operation.
God damn, nigga. They killed over 100 hostages? Them niggas just ain't got no regard. They ain't even care. They should have just sent a missile at that shit. They sent these... Imagine you like, yo, man, I just sent a fucking a message and shit, and they said that they sending Team Alpha to get us. You like, oh shit, niggas come in and shoot everybody. Damn.
Not the safest unit to save you when you're in trouble, but exceptionally highly effective when a threat needs to be eliminated. Naturally, it's definitely not an easy task to become part of this military unit. Candidates must meet specific physical, psychological, and intellectual standards, and must demonstrate exceptional skills in areas such as marksmanship, hand-to-hand combat, and decision-making under pressure.
Yeah, that's the second time I want to flip a motherfucker now.
They must
man.
also have a clean criminal record and be willing to undergo extensive background checks. Once selected, candidates undergo an intensive training program.
God damn, you see them guns?
That covers a wide range of topics. Undergo an intensive training.
Look at them fucking guns. Ooh, wee. That should just make you want to shoot some shit, right? Look at that shit. Oh, man. I'm gonna tear some niggas up with that shit, pause. Hey, yo. Look at that shit.
Training program that covers a wide range of topics, including marksmanship. Number 6, Sayeret Matkal, Israel. If the world was a game, being Israel would surely be the hardest level. surrounded by enemies on all sides, with massive internal conflicts and a huge terrorist breeding ground in their backyard, such as Gaza. Israel is definitely not the best place to be a soldier. Naturally, the Middle Eastern state has answered the challenges of the region with Sayeret Matkal. The elite special military force was established in 1949 to ensure Israel's existence from external threats. Over the years, this highly trained unit has been involved in almost all high-profile operations of the Israel Defense Forces, IDF. These have included the famous 1976 raid on Entebbe Airport in Uganda to rescue Israeli hostages, the 1988 assassination of Abu Jihad in Tunisia, and the 2006 operation to destroy a Syrian nuclear reactor. As you can imagine, the Sayeret Matkal is not the best bunch to mess up with. They are all highly trained combatants that undergo vigorous training. It includes physical fitness, marksmanship, navigation, survival skills, specialized training in urban warfare, counter-terrorism, and hostage rescue. Unit members are also trained in foreign languages, as many operations. Number 5. Navy SEAL Team 6, USA. If you ever wonder why the US doesn't have a universal healthcare system, just check their army. Undoubtedly the US strongest military force in the world, and it's home to one of the deadliest, most efficient special military units that's ever operated on Earth. Navy SEAL Team 6, known as the U.S. Naval Special Warfare Development Group. They are primarily tasked with counter-terrorism and unconventional warfare operations. Naturally, to become a part of this elite group, you need to be more than a regular U.S. soldier. It may help if you're more than a regular human as well, since it seems their training program is designed to crush even Superman's spirit. Candidates start with basic physical training. This includes intense strength-building exercises along with breathtaking cardio. To make the training even more thrilling, the instructors will throw any candidate in a pool of water with their hands tied behind their back. There, the trainees must complete a series of tasks only with their teeth. Moreover, they will be taught how to tie and untie several knots underwater without giving them a chance to breathe in between.
Jesus Christ.
Army. Number 4. Frogman Corps, Denmark. If you think that the Vikings are long gone, you obviously haven't heard of Frogman Corps. This Danish special military force consists of only 150 highly trained personnel. But oh boy, do they make their ancestors proud. If there is a VIP lounge in Valhalla, it's probably reserved for these guys. The unit is specialized in conducting maritime operations, including reconnaissance, sabotage, and counter-terrorism. To be most effective, they undergo one truly intensive physical and mental training from the first moment they apply for the job. For 6 months, they are submitted to treatment that, if seen by a European Court for Human Rights judge, will certainly cause them a heart attack. Their training includes intense long-distance running, marching, and swimming. In addition, recruits must be able to put on their gear underwater, naturally forcing them to keep their breath for nearly 2 minutes. As a result, some candidates black out during this training session. If you think that's tough, don't be silly. That's just week 1. This is the weeding out process, and usually only 10% of candidates go forward. For the 20 or so people left, the fun continues with hypothermia resistance training in ice-cold water, severe survival training, and diving training. The selected few will continue with more vigorous specialized exercises like bomb diffusion, spec and black ops training, and others. Naturally, much of the information about this elite team is kept secret. Still, they most commonly use the MP5 submachine gun, Sig Sauer P226 pistol, and the HK416 assault rifle. The Frogman Corps has participated in a number of international operations, including serving as part of the International Security Assistance Force in Afghanistan and contributing to anti-piracy efforts off the coast of Somalia. Can you imagine what awaits? Number 3, GIGN, France.
So we got all these fucking different, everybody got their own special shit. And our special shit is Transformers. It's our special shit. Oh, yo, fellas. Oh, shit, yo, I ain't even gonna lie. I'm about to go take a nap, kid. I'm gonna take a little nap for a little bit. Oh, yo, man, I hope y'all is good. Thank you for popping out. Linda, Blaster. Who else we had? Stop by. Dub. A-Dub. My man, Just. Right, I'm going to holler at y'all in a little bit. Peace.